everybody and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming back for another video. It's absolutely brilliant to see you guys back here again, and hopefully we've got some new people who are coming along for the ride. Please do go and watch my last video, which was an introduction about the journey that I'm going to be doing here, and really hoping that we can get a lot of people on board along the way. So today's video is going to be about Couch to 5K. So I already have some running experience. I mentioned this a little bit in my last video, but back in 2015, I actually ran the Reading Half Marathon. Ever since then, I've not done any running. I mean, how long was that? 5 years ago. I might have gone out for the occasional jog when I thought I'm going to get back into it, but I've definitely not been running in any formal way since then. So this review of Couch to 5K is like being a beginner. I have some idea of how long it should take me to run 5K, so that's the only thing that I would know in advance before taking on this challenge compared to an absolute running novice. So the app I used is by BBC Inspired. You can download it from the App Store or wherever you get your apps from. It was really easy to download. It went straight onto my phone, and you're able to run the app while you're listening to music or listening to something else at the same time, which is really good because they don't talk to you continuously during the Couch to 5K app. It's only at specific times during the run. So when you download it, you then get to choose who you would like to guide you through. I started off with Sarah Millican, and then I switched to Jo Wiley, and I tended just to switch between those two ladies because I find them both very inspirational, and they've got really lovely speaking voices, and I just found them very calming and I really enjoyed them. So I didn't explore anybody else other than those two people, but there's lots of people on the list that you can have guiding you through. So week one, run number one. You're excited, you're nervous, all of those things. What's going to happen is you're going to start with a 5-minute warm-up walk, and you do this every single run all the way through. You just get your body warmed up, your muscles in your legs get used to the fact that you're out and about, and then whoever's guiding you through, let's say Jo Wiley, will come on and say to you, right, now it's time to run for 1 minute. Okay, 1 minute seems like a really long time to run if you've never run before, but it's actually fine. Like, you do not have to sprint. You can just go a tiny bit faster than walking, just putting one foot in front of the other. You might find it fine for 1 minute, or you might find it fine for 30 seconds and then you find it a bit harder, but whatever happens, just try to run faster than a walking speed for the full 1 minute. Then you get a 90-second recovery, which is absolutely lovely, and then you get to go for 1 minute again. And then you basically build up upon that week after week. So week one, you run 3 times in total, week 2, 3 times in total, and every week you build on what you did the week before. There's a week in the middle which does not follow that, and you're doing different things in each day that you go for a run, which I found a little bit confusing because it ended up being the same amount of running just in a different order. I thought that was a bit unnecessary, but I quite like things to be the same. I know people find that boring, but I really like that for routine, that you know what you're doing for that week and it's going to be the same thing 3 times and you can get it done. Towards the end of the app, I started to wonder how I was going to actually run for 5K, because I was on week 8 and I was running for 28 minutes, and that's only 3.5K. So I thought, what are they going to do in the last week? Are they going to say, and just keep running until you've reached 5K by looking at your phone or Fitbit? But no, what they do is they just get you up to 30 minutes and then they say, well done, you've achieved the goal of running 30 minutes, which is 5K. It isn't for me anyway, because I'm not a fast runner. I've got very short legs. I know from previous experience it takes me at least 43 minutes to run 5K, and it was a little bit demoralizing that I found myself reaching the last week, but I hadn't actually reached the goal. So afterwards I needed to add on another 3 weeks where I was upping my running by, I think I did 3 minutes every week, and then the last week where I was almost there, I just kept going until I reached 5k. I used my Fitbit to track how far I was going, so that's how I knew when I was out on a run. But if you were thinking from the very beginning, especially if you'd never run before, that in 9 weeks you were going to run 5k, but actually in 9 weeks you run for half an hour. Now, if you've got long legs or you've got reasonable fitness, it's probably quite likely that you are able to run 5k in 30 minutes. But for me, that wasn't the case, and I had to add in my own extra weeks. Or what I could have done was in week 7 and week 8, added in an extra minute here and there to help me get to the goal within 9 weeks. So that's just something to watch out for that's a little bit on the negative side. Overall, I did find the app really inspiring, and I really like the feature where you can remind yourself for your next run. So for example, on a Monday morning, I would go running at 8 a.m. Once I'd completed my run, I would check the smiley face to say that I felt happy with that run, and then it would give me the option to remind myself for the next run. So then I would put in Wednesday or whatever time on a Wednesday I was going to do it, and then again on Friday. And that's been my running days, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That just works for my lifestyle, but you can do any 3 days of the week. They do advise you not to do them consecutively, so you should have a rest day in between those days. That's up to you how that you sort it, but you can put the reminders in of when that works for you. So that's a really good feature of the app that I really enjoyed. And it's good that you can see your progress. It ticks off your progress as you go. So it shows you week 1, run 2, run 3 complete, week 2, and then you check them off as you go. And then you've got this whole list of the different runs that you have. Then once you complete the Couch to 5k, it gives you a chalice, like a gold chalice, and says graduate at the bottom. And you're like, yes, brilliant, screenshot that, get that on social media. I'm pretty sure that's what social media was designed for, is to show off about achievements like that, because you're going to feel brilliant. The only thing is, everybody was like, oh, congratulations on your 5k, and I felt a bit of a fraud because I'd only done 3.5. So that's just another thing to consider when you're doing it, but that's just going to be how long your legs are, how fit you are, how much running you can do within that time. So just bear that in mind as you go. Overall, I would absolutely recommend this app. I think it's brilliant to get you motivated. I think it's a really good program to get people incentivized so that they can go out. Incentivized? Is incentivized a word? I think I might have just made that up. Okay, but you know what I mean. It's good incentive to get up off your sofa, go out and do something for your body. Over the course of the 9 weeks, I definitely lost weight. I wouldn't say I lost tons of weight. I was averaging 1 to 2 pounds a week. So I had 5 stone to lose in total, and so far I've lost 1 stone. And a lot of that is to do with eating, I can't lie. A lot of it is to do with consuming too many calories. No matter how much running and exercise you're doing, if you eat too many calories, I'm afraid it's going to be really difficult to lose weight. So I have to put some of it down to that, but it was good that I thought, okay, I've been for my run. I don't want to blow all those calories that I've just burnt off by eating a pizza or anything like that. It helped me stay on the straight and narrow from a food point of view as well. So I'd absolutely recommend this app. Please let me know if you've tried Couch to 5k or if you're currently in the process of doing the Couch to 5k. I know there's some other ones out there which aren't necessarily the BBC ones. I think there's an NHS one as well. Any of those, I'm sure they're all very similar, and they get you to the goal, which is getting out the door and going running. Please let me know what you think about the apps and if you have any tips. So I think I will actually do a separate video all about running and the equipment that I use for going running and choosing trainers and that kind of thing, because I think that's really helpful. You don't need anything particularly specialised. I have a lot of cheap t-shirts and things like that I use, but it might be helpful for you to run through some of the things, see what I did there, some of the things that we can use to achieve our goals. So thank you so much again for watching this video. Please leave me a comment, please subscribe to my channel, give me a like, and please do communicate with each other through the comments section, and I will see you again on my next video. Thank you, bye.